Hey, what's up? Klimatology HVAC. My name is Steven. Hey, in this video, I'm going to show you three things that you could do today to start bringing in more high quality jobs to your business. So by the end of this video, if you can see that I have the technical know-how to get you more high quality jobs, then shoot me back a message and we can chat. Or you can just take this information and implement it yourself, and that's cool as well. Now, I don't want to waste any more of your time or mine, so I'm going to go ahead and jump right into this. The three things I'm going to go over today are content, citations, and backlinks. Now, content is everything on your homepage here. Now, most business owners, they understand that content is important on their front page, but they're unclear on how much content and what type of content they should have on their front page. So the first thing that I did is I grabbed all your words here, minus all the testimonials, and I put them in a word counter here. And you've got 314 words of content on your front page. Now, why is this important? Now, Google, they usually like to see at least 1,500 words on a front page. Now, this gives you plenty of opportunity to put in what we call buyer intent keywords and keyword phrases. And this is basically what people are searching for when they're searching for your services with the intent to buy. Now, I pulled up one of your main competitors here, and this is a very competitive market. So Jay's goes back and forth, number one, two, three, four, five. So I just got them right now, and I plugged them into a tool here called Ahrefs, and it's a tool I subscribe to. It gives me a behind the scenes view of what Google actually uses to rank websites. And in the past 30 days, their website was found for 91 keywords and it was clicked on 530 times because of it. So if we go to you, I went ahead and plugged you into this tool as well. In the past 30 days, your website was found for 54 keywords and it was clicked on 32 times. So what we can do is actually go into our competitors' keywords by clicking on that number, and we can see what they were being found for. And what we really want to pay attention to are these location-based keywords. Now, we want a location. So HVAC services is buyer intent, but if there's no location behind it, that actually leaves it open for nationwide searches and sometimes even global searches. So we'll even get searches. It'll show you where they're mostly coming from. So since they have Raleigh behind them, they're from the United States. So HVAC services Raleigh, just that term alone was searched 400 times in the past 30 days. So it's these types of keywords that you'd want on your website. So let's actually go and see what you're being found for. So you've got some of these Raleigh based. Let's see if you've got that 400. You got local heating and cooling repair. So like I said, that's open for um, for nationwide searches. You weren't clicked on at all for that. So HVAC companies, so you have a big one there, but you don't have that biggest one, that 400. So you just want to go over here and look at what they have and match everything they have. Put it on your website, not just once, but you go to their website, see how many times they have each of those on. So the ones that they have on once, you'd want to put on twice. The ones that they have on twice, you'd want to put on three times, so on and so forth. If you're to do that with the right amount of content, you would actually dominate in the content area in Google's eyes. So the next thing I want to go over is citations. Now, when people are searching these terms like HVAC services Raleigh, studies have shown by Google that right around 45% of people that are searching these terms are clicking right here in this section right here. This is called the map pack, and this has everything to do with your Google business profile. Now, most people are under the assumption that to get ranked in here, it has to do with reviews, but fortunately, that's not the case. If that was the case, Raleigh Heating and Air would be off this list, and air experts would be above service experts. And I mean, these people that just have so many of these reviews, some of them you wouldn't even be able to catch. So it doesn't have to do with reviews, and it doesn't have to do with pictures or anything like that. So what does it have to do with? It has to do with citations. And what is a citation? A citation is your business's name, address, and phone number on a directory online. A directory like Angie Yellow Pages, Yelp, White Pages. There's a ton of them, and I'm sure you already have quite a few. But we've seen that usually it's the businesses with between 3 to 400 citations that really dominate this area here. Good thing is we have tools that can show us what and how many citations each of these businesses have. So we could literally find out what and how many citations service experts has go in. So say they have like 250, you go and you go down the list and match all those. Get those same ones, but you'd want at least 50 more. I'd say 100 to 150. The more, the better, right? So between 300 and 400 citations should put you on top of this list. And then you would be in the running for that 45% that are clicking on one of these businesses. Now, underneath the map pack is what we call the Google's organic search results listing. And this spot right here, this number one spot, gets right around 40% of all clicks, which makes it the most clicked on business in this section. Whereas this was 45 and divided up, this is 40% alone. And the main driver here are backlinks. So what are backlinks? It's other relevant websites linking back to your website. And they work kind of like online referrals. And the more relevant that site is that's linking back to you, the better. What I mean is, let's say you have a local blog page or a popular industry site linking back to you. That's what's going to help push you up in Google's rankings. However, since you guys are an HVAC company, say you have like Pizza Hut linking back to you. While that is a popular site, you guys don't sell pizza, so that's not going to do you any good getting ranked in Google for HVAC services. Now, let's go ahead and revisit this tool that I showed you earlier. This is our competitor again, and this is their backlink profile section. And right now they have 327 backlinks, and your website has 67. So it's not really the number, while that does come into play, it's the relevance, right? So we know success leaves clues, and it's backlinks that's driving up this website. So we want to go in and look at the backlinks. That's actually what we call passing authority to them and helping push them up in Google. What you'd want to do is go down the list and find all the websites they're getting backlinks from. So expertise, they got a couple, you just need one from each site. And if you were to do that and go down their entire list, that would actually put you in the running for that number one spot as long as you have the right content and the right keywords on your site. Now, to really put you over the top, though, I would say you want to do that with the top 3 to 5 sites. What we just did, go in, look at all their backlinks and match them. And while it would take some time, you would eventually take over that number one spot and grab all that traffic, right? So if you did that with the backlinks, you did that with the citations, you would be number one here, number one here. You would be the authority when it came to HVAC companies in the Raleigh-Durham area. Now, to recap what we went over today, first thing is going to be content. You want at least 1,500 words on your homepage of the right keywords and the right amount of keywords. Second thing is going to be citations. You want to be in at least 300 to 400 directories to really dominate this map pack here. And lastly is going to be backlinks, meaning you want to be in more, what is it? Yeah, you need more relevant websites linking back to your site to show Google that you guys are the authority when it comes to HVAC companies in the Raleigh-Durham area. Now, if you were to implement this, you would be number one over time. Now, like I said earlier, you can take this information and implement it yourself, and that's cool. Or if you want to take the most effective route and save yourself some time, you can book a discovery call with me. Again, my name's Steven. I live right here in North Carolina, just outside of Fayetteville. You can just reply back to this email, or you can call me at 910-551-2006. I hope this was educational for you and it showed you some tricks and some tips that you can go ahead and start implementing now, start outranking your competition. At the very least, I just ask that you give me a little bit of feedback on this video and let me know how I did. Other than that, I thank you for your time and have a good rest of your day. Bye.